Hey guys and gals, I want to show you something really quick for all you guitar players out there who don't want to spend the money on bias or amplitude or, you know, the Helix plugins or any of that stuff. You've got some free amps and it's like, they're good, but they don't really hold up to the big name brand amp sims, and you want something that does, but you don't have the money for it, or you're a teenager and you're just broke like we all were when we were teenagers. Have I got something awesome for you? This is a free plugin that runs in standalone mode known as ToneLib. The website is tonelib.net, and tonelib.net is a great free option for anyone who's looking for a free amp sim. It runs on Windows, Mac, and surprisingly on Linux if you're on an Ubuntu-based distro. I've checked it on Ubuntu Budgie and it works really great. Can't say enough good things about it. I'm kind of shocked at how good it actually sounds. It does everything I would want in an amp sim. It's pretty cool how everything works. It has a built-in tuner. All you need is an audio interface, a guitar, and a cable, and you're ready to go. It also has MIDI capabilities as well, so you could, in theory, use a wired MIDI connection on Windows or Linux. And I'm not sure. I need to fire up this on the Mac Mini or on the Mac Pro and see if the iRig Blue Board will work with it, because it should, because the Mac product can actually use the Bluetooth MIDI capability, which Windows can't, of the iRig, which kind of sucks, but that's okay. Let's head over and just check out some of the presets. There are a bajillion pedals too to change out. So just in your basic intro type pedals, you have noise reduction, gate, boost, volume, studio EQ, guitar EQ, bass EQ, compressor, rack compressor. The acoustic simulator is actually really good in here. The wah pedal, the auto wah, and then a pickup modification. In the amps, you have, well, here's the overdrives and distortions. You've got your basic tube screamer, rat distortion, Boss DS1, an OD, whatever that number is. the heavy metal, what is it? The Boss Metal Zone, a Centauri from Klon, the fuzz, the B Scream, and an octave fuzz. Let's go on to the amp simulators. You've got a JC Roland Jazz Chorus, a Fender Deluxe, Twin, Bassman, a Vox AC 1530 and a 30 top boost, a Marshall Plexi 45, an 800, a 900, and a 2000. You've got an Orange Crush, a Dumble Drive, a Mesa Rectifier, an SLO 100, Wagner Ecstasy, a Diesel Herbert, and a SVT Ampeg. In the cab sim, it's pretty interesting, okay? You can run cab sim or cab IRs, and these, you can use your own cab IRs or you can use the ones included. In the cab sim, you have a few different options here, as you can see. I've highlighted the cab sim here. You have, as you can see here, everything from 4x12 with vintage 30s to a 1x8 small tweed. And then you have a Fender Deluxe. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch back and forth and let you see the difference here. Let's see if there's something comparable. Okay, here we go. So here will be the 1x12 Deluxe. Ha! Wasn't looking. That's not good. We're off to a great start. Now let's go over to the cab IR. I'll click on it. Now I like it in the center of the cab near. Let's see what we got. So as you can hear, there's differences between the two. So I kind of like the Cab IR. It's got a few different options here. But we'll go on and show the other options. In the modulation, you've got a chorus, a vibe, phaser, ring modulator, an octave, stereo chorus, a bi-chorus, a multi-chorus, a vibe delay, flanger, tremolo, rotary, pitch shift, a filtron, a talk synth, which is just a valve filter, and a duo phase. This thing sounds cool, though. If you kind of need that talk box kind of sound but don't have a talk box, you could kind of, use this in a way. For certain things, So it does work. The one thing I will say, if you're using any type of amp sims, always put a compressor in front of the amp if you want that real amp feel. I've found that to be really helpful over the years. So, all right, let's go on here to our delay section. We've got an analog delay, tape echo, which is on our stack right now, a mod delay, a sweep delay. We've got a stereo delay, reverse delay, cross delay, rhythm delay, two-tap delay, multi-head delay, and a hold delay. And in the last section, reverb, we have a spring reverb, a bouncy reverb, canyon reverb, chamber, garage reverb, hall, plate, room, slap, studio, arena, gate, an HD room reverb, an HD chamber, and an HD hall reverb. So for the total price of free, you can't complain here. It's based on, I want to say, it's based on the Vox amplifiers, like the Tone Lab, or whatever they're called, the little Tone Lab. Shoot, there's one sitting over there. It's a little practice amp, and it sounds awesome. I actually played live with it. It has an 8 in it, but Jesus, if it didn't sound huge mic'd up in clubs. Before I switched to iPad, I used that live, and it was really handy because it had a bajillion options, but this has even more options than that thing does. So I will say, for the total price of free, you can't really go wrong here. So let's check out the gated reverb. I'm going to turn the time up and give it just a few milliseconds of pre-delay. There's also a built-in tuner. Let me drag it over there. So I'll show you how that works. It's a pretty good little tuner, actually. Now I'm out of tune. So for the price of free, it's Tone, LIB, TONE, LIB.net. So let's check out a couple of these higher gain amplifiers so you can get a kind of a feel of what's going on here. We'll go to Amp Sims. Let's pull up what I like to use. The only thing I don't like about a lot of these Amp Sims is here's a big issue with them. They don't have a channel switch. for you to switch between clean and hot if you were going to use it live. I would love to see that option. Now, you could probably set it up to have a clean version of this amp and then a hot version and switch back and forth. Which I find it so much easier just to do it on the single amplifier. That's why I use Amplitube Live. Let's get us something that goes with it. Yeah, that's starting to sound like a Mesa to me. Now, my favorite thing to do is turn the mids up on these bad boys. Get a little bit of that going on. Let's crank some gain in. How unprofessional, Joe. You should have been in tune. So, you've got a lot of amp options. Yes, a lot of noise if you stick one in front of the other. The old SLOs. So as you can see, there's a lot of great options here. And it's all free. So best part is, go grab it today, play around with it for yourself, and use it. Hey, it beats spending a bunch of money on something. And if you're just a studio that may record guitars, but you don't really need Amplitube or Bias because you're mostly doing like pop or hip hop, but in case you were to ever have guitar players come over and their amps just aren't recording well, grab this. Have it in your toolbox because it costs you nothing to have it in your toolbox. Keep it up to date. Check out tonelib.net and pick it up. Have a great day, y'all. We'll see you next time.